The American writer Nicholas Charles Sparks was born on December 31, 1965 in Omaha, Nebraska. He grew up in a Catholic atmosphere. Since childhood, thanks to the work of his father, he is used to travel, living at the age of 8 years in Minnesota, California, and Nebraska. He attended high school in California. In 1984, he graduated from Bella Vista High School, and then he enrolled at the University of Notre Dame, where he graduated in 1988. In the same year, Nicholas Sparks meets the girl who will become his future wife, Katie Gold. In the meantime, Nicholas cultivated his passion for writing for some years. His first novel dates back to 1985, and it is called The Passing, that with the second novel, The Royal Murders, will never be published. In 1992, he moved to Washington. It is here that in his spare time, he devotes himself to writing another novel entitled The Notebook. A couple of years later, he is noticed by a literary agent, Teresa Park, who appreciates The Notebook, and she suggests to represent Sparks. A series of books will be hugely successful. He is nominated for the 10th Choice Award for Best Book and Goodreads Choice Awards Women's. In 2007, he published The Choice. The Choice is a 2016 American romantic drama film directed by Rose Katz and written by Brian Seep, based on the Nicholas Sparks novel of the same name, released in 2007, which deals with the story of two neighbors who fall in love at their first sight. Travis Shaw is a veterinarian living in the town of Wilmington who falls in love at his first sight with Gabby Holland, who has moved in next door. However, both are involved in a relationship, Travis with Monica and Gabby with Ryan. Since Ryan has left to oversee the new opening of the hospital, Gabby and Travis spend more time together, starting a relationship. Monica breaks up with Travis. Travis goes to the hospital and finds out that Gabby left after breaking up with her boyfriend Ryan. Ryan punches Travis in the face. Travis then goes to Gabby's family's house to make a marriage proposal. After convincing her of his love, she says yes. They marry, and over the years they have 2 children and form a happy family. One night, after a dinner party that Travis missed due to a work emergency, Gabby is driving home, but she's involved in an accident with another car. She survives, but she's now in a coma that seems permanent. Travis, waked with guilty, has to decide whether to take care of life support. After a storm nearly destroys their home, Travis finds the wind chimes on the ground that Gabby had on her porch. Travis goes to his island and builds a gazebo by hanging the wind chimes. The chimes starts to ring in the wind, and Travis runs to the hospital where Gabby has woken up from her coma. He takes her home where she is welcomed by Travis' family and his sister. To make up for missing their dinner date, they have one in the backyard, where she tells him that she heard everything he said to her while she was in the coma. The last scene shows us Travis and Gabby with their children dogs, sitting in the gazebo, called Gabby's gazebo, overlooking the shore and the stars. As you know, books compared to movies are always more detailed, with descriptions that maybe a movie can't convey. But this movie has changed or eliminated most of the scenes and some small details. Let's see together what are the differences. What jumps out at you after watching the movie and reading the book is the name of Gabby's boyfriend, because in the book his name is Kevin, while in the movie his name is Ryan. Another difference, albeit small, that immediately caught my attention is that in the movie Travis is engaged with Monica, while in the book Travis is single when he meets Gabby. even though he has had several relationships in the past, no one of which were as good as the one with Gabby. Another scene that is different from the book is when Gabby's dog Molly gives birth to the puppies and she puts them in a kennel in the living room, while in the book Travis recommends that the puppies must be put in a garage with a fence. While in the book almost an entire chapter is devoted to Gabby's life, explaining her relationship with her parents, a couple who loved each other madly, a mother who was a living example of Southern womanhood, who says that academic education was less important than getting married and that her daughter's future man must be rich. In the film, this situation is not perceived, but a small scene is devoted, almost at the end, where Gabby's parents are there for the marriage proposal. In chapter 15 of the book, is narrated the moment when a doctor named Adrian Melton tries to kiss Gabby, but she moves away. As a result, Travis goes to the doctor's house. He beats him, and later Travis is taken to jail by the police. This episode led Gabby to change job. She later confesses to her husband Travis that she was sexually harassed by several men. This whole part present in the book is completely eliminated in the movie. Another difference with the movie is Gabby's accident. In the movie, the scene narrated is slightly different. Gabby was leaving her restaurant because Travis did not come to the appointment due to a work emergency. On the way back to the car, Gabby is hit by a car. In the book, it is told that Gabby was in the car with Travis and they were returning from a show to spend an evening alone.